Hi, class. Today I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of being an organ donor. Being an organ donor is one of the most beneficial things you can do. One organ donor can save about 8 lives. Many things can happen when you donate your organs. You can possibly save a life, or maybe even cure somebody from a serious disease or condition. A lot of people, when they think of organ donation, they simply think of your major organs, a kidney, a liver, things like that. Some people don't know is that you can also donate your eyes, your skin, your hair, all kinds of things. Everyone needs something, whether it be a cancer patient who maybe needs a wig and your hair could help. There could be a patient that has gone through a severe burn and maybe needs skin grafts. There could be people that have maybe retina damage that need healthy eyes. And then, of course, there are people with, like I said, your major organs that have maybe kidney disease or their kidneys don't function right. Could even possibly be a family member that you could donate to, or maybe do something like be a part of a domino effect. Another thing people think is if they are an organ donor, that it the only case it can be is if you're dying or already dead, which is not the case because you can donate to a family member and be perfectly fine. Also, if you donate a liver, it has the possibility of growing back on its own. Another thing about organ donation is that it could possibly save a baby's life. A lot of people think that if you donate one organ that it can only go to one person, but it is possible, again, like a liver, if they only need a piece of a liver, that can maybe help a child. Another thing that can be donated, as we all know, is blood. That can also help people with maybe diabetes, or some people that need a blood transfusion for any situation that a patient has had major blood loss. There are many things that you can donate. Another thing is that people think that if you are an organ donor, that a doctor won't spend the allotted time they need to try and save their patient, which is not the case. A doctor will do anything that they can to save that life that they have in front of them. They don't have the mentality of, if we have this patient die, then we can save many other patients. They're always going to try and save the patient that's in front of them, whether it be on an operation table, whether it be a simple cold, whether it be in the emergency room, because saving your life is just like saving anyone else's life. No life is more important than the next. The doctor doesn't see why the patient's there, what they've done to get themselves into that situation. None of that. The priority of the doctor is to save a life. If a patient happens to pass away and is an organ donor, but maybe say is brain damaged, and there's nothing that they can do to fix that, then in that case, it would be up to the family member, maybe a spouse or a parent, or if you happen to leave a will, it could be whoever you put as your next of kin. Somebody's going to make that decision if you happen to be brain dead. So not all organ donors are, walking around thinking that the doctor isn't going to save them completely or work as hard to save their own life. you always want to make sure that you try and do the best that you can as a doctor or as a nurse to save the patient. That is the main goal of any physician. So if you can, after you have passed, and if you want to do the right thing and try and save someone else that you can, you should become an organ donor. And if possible, if you happen to know somebody in your life that does need an organ and you have the capability of doing that, if you're the same blood type, or if they, need help, you can go ahead and do that and help them. It doesn't always have to be if you pass away. So it's just something to consider and try and do that for somebody you love, or maybe somebody that's a stranger, but somebody you can still help somebody else's loved one.